Just a quick update for you. I've stopped. It's Friday, by the way. I've stopped here at the Flying J in Effingham, Illinois. It's as far as I could get. I only had about 8 minutes left on my clock, so it worked out pretty good. And that's leaving from, what's the name of that place? Butler, Indiana. So I'm gonna get up at 3 in the morning, and I've still got 7 hours to go, at least 7 hours to go from here to get to North Little Rock. So it's still going to be probably 10 o'clock at best, probably 10:30 or 11 before I get to the North Little Rock yard. Get home around noon. But I was just trying to calculate up my mileage, and I'll go ahead and just kind of do a quick review of the week instead of doing it at the lot tomorrow, because I'll be ready to get home. So I started off the week, I picked up a load last Friday in Fort Smith and took it home. It was a home load to North Little Rock. And then, so I left out Sunday afternoon, drove 3 hours or a little over 3 hours, and then delivered it at 2 p.m. I think, 1 or 2 p.m. Monday in Georgetown, Kentucky. And from there, they sent me to Jeffersonville, Indiana, where I got a load that delivered in Springdale, Arkansas. From there, they sent me to the Maverick Fort Smith yard, where I got that load of bar that I delivered early this morning up in Royal Oak, Michigan. And then from there, they sent me about 3 hours away to Butler, Indiana, and I got the load that I'm carrying now that delivers Monday in Oklahoma City. Now, normally on Monday, we're supposed to have our loads delivered by 10 a.m. But since I'm not going to get home tomorrow until 11 a.m. or so, I asked the fleet manager if I could deliver it later than 10 a.m. and he authorized that for me. So I'm planning to leave out from the Maverick North Little Rock yard Monday, by probably 6:30, 7 a.m. and get it delivered, by 1 p.m. or sooner. And that, from Oklahoma City, I'll probably go to Fletcher, Oklahoma, will be my first bet, which is only an hour and a half away. So it'd still be time in the afternoon to go get another load and get down the road a ways, or they have overnight parking. So either way, but yeah, this week I'm going to be right at 3,000 miles, somewhere between 2,900 and 3,000 miles. So good week. It'll be a good paycheck. Long week, but had some good trips. Didn't have any major traffic problems. A lot of road construction up around Toledo and on I-75 through Toledo and even around Detroit. A lot of construction, but had to take one detour up there around Toledo. And I'm still trying to catch up to Dwayne, who's in class there at the Maverick North Little Rock yard, one of my referrals. And I'm going to try to go out there Sunday afternoon, it looks like. I don't think I'll be able to catch him tomorrow. He said they've got him doing training now from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I probably won't see him tomorrow, but I'm thinking maybe Sunday afternoon when they get done, I might just drive out there, try to meet up with him, talk to him a little bit. Oh, what else? I guess that's it for now. I'm going to turn in. I've already gotten a shower here, had supper. I'm going to watch a little TV maybe for half an hour and crash early. And get up early. Go home. See you tomorrow. All right, everybody, good morning. Saturday morning. Trying to get home. I left out, I was at the Flying J there in Effingham, Illinois. Left out of there right around 3 a.m. this morning. And it's about 10 after 7 now, so I've already, been driving for 4 hours roughly. I've got, the GPS says I have 3 more hours to go. Just stopped at a little rest area here. I'm in the Boot Hill of Missouri, just 3 or 4 miles from the Arkansas line. So we're getting there. So yeah, the GPS says I've got exactly 3 hours to go, and I've got 3 hours and 11 minutes on my 70-hour clock. So we're cutting it pretty close. I should be able to make it. I'll probably stop one more time to do a quick load check, and then get the rest of the way into North Little Rock. And it's Saturday, so the weather shouldn't be, the traffic shouldn't be too bad. So if you're new to my channel, I get notifications of new subscribers all the time, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I've been amazed at the growth I've had in the channel, especially the past couple of months. And I really appreciate everybody tuning in, all the emails and comments I get. And I ran into another Maverick driver the other day that said he recognized me, which is still weird to me. And he mentioned that he watches my videos, and there's been a couple of times where he's watched one of my videos, and it, he had never been to a certain place, so after watching the video, he kind of knew what to expect. It helps him, gives him some knowledge about how it works at that particular place. So that's the reason why I'm doing this, to help you drivers, especially the new ones. I mean, I'm still new myself, but and you guys that are out there, man, that sun's probably shining right in the camera. And you guys, if you're out there and you're considering getting into trucking, that's also why I started making videos. If you're new to the channel, I worked in the newspaper business for over 30 years, and then just made a switch into trucking. So I didn't know anything about trucking. Started watching some videos, and just made the switch. Signed on with Maverick, and been doing that now for over 2 years. And that's where I get the Paperboy nickname, for those of you that are new. Actually, I got it. I was also working part-time at ABF there as a dock worker at their facility in North Little Rock, and some of the guys there nicknamed me Paperboy because I was working at the newspaper full-time. But anyway, if you're one of those people that's tuning in because you're curious about how to become a trucker or what it's like, watch my videos. I'm trying to give you a good idea of what it's like. I'm just kind of showing you what I do every week, where I go, what kind of loads I'm getting, just to give you a good picture of that. So tag along. And I'm also trying to tell you that Maverick is a great place to start. I don't talk about that enough, because that's really the thing. Even if you make a decision to get into trucking, then you got to make the big decision of where to start your career, you know, and Maverick is a great place to start. If you go out and get your CDL on your own, which is what I did, then you can sign on to Maverick, come do 2 weeks of training there at the North Little Rock training facility. Then they'll send you out with a trainer for about 3 weeks, and they'll sign you a truck, and there you go. If you need to get your CDL through Maverick, you can do it that way too. You know, they started their own CDL training school a couple of years ago, and you can do it that way. But either way, you know, it's a good company to start with. Get your experience. You know, they'll train you well. It's a good company to start with. You know, they take care of their drivers. We have great equipment. You know, and then once you get a year or two of experience, you know, you can do whatever you want to. You know, you can do different types of freight, try to get a more local gig, buy your own truck. You know, there's all kinds of options out there. But you know, the equipment again is a big deal. I don't talk about that enough either. You know, because I've got a buddy. He was not happy this week because, you know, he usually gets home a couple of nights a week. You know, so his truck is not equipped with. He doesn't have, you know, electrical power. He doesn't have a refrigerator. He can't run a microwave, TV, none of that. And he has to keep his truck running to run his AC or his heat. You know, it's not a good truck to be out in all week long. You know, it's not really made for that. It's got a bump, but that's about it, you know. And this week, he didn't get to go home during the week. He was out all 5 or 6 days, you know, and you know, that's not good. But with Maverick, you know, we have good equipment. We have a good truck, probably a truck that's, you know, even as a brand new driver, you'll probably be put in a truck that's 2 or 3 years old. I mean, I'm in a truck that's it's a 21-year model, so you know, it's nice. And it has electrical power, a fridge, a microwave, a TV. It's got an EPU that runs my AC and heat. I don't have to keep the truck running, so it's much quieter, so I can sleep. You know, you got to consider all that stuff. And I challenge you to find a company that will start you out as a new driver, inexperienced driver, and make what they'll pay you. So anyway, enough of that. I've got less than 3 hours to go. So all right, trying to get home. Talk to you later. Okay, everybody, Paperboy Trucker back at you. About to wrap this week up. I've just gotten off at exit 161 here at North Little Rock, and I just noticed this new road sign here. It says trucks, no right turn at Highway 70 West, which I use that a lot, so I'm glad I saw that. That's straight ahead down there where you see all the orange signs. It's just another way to get down to I-440. But they have been doing a lot of road work over there. They're building a new Amazon warehouse back there, which requires some additional road work. Anyway, I'm just, you know, quarter of a mile or so from the Maverick yard. And you know, I've only got 8 minutes left on my 70-hour clock. Cutting it kind of close. But we got her done without having to do any PC. So let's see if we can get in here, get parked pretty quick. I've already kind of recapped the week, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to park the truck, get my stuff loaded into my car, and go home. But I'll give you a look around. Again, if you're coming to Maverick to get your CDL, the Maverick Driving Academy is just here to the right. Nothing going on there right now. Got a few trucks parked over there. And then the main campus is approaching. Make a left turn here. Coming in on a Saturday is probably not going to have a lot of choice on parking spaces. That's usually the way it is anyway. I don't have to put my truck into the shop for anything today, so we won't have to mess with that. Looks like the truck wash is going, but you know, I don't think I'm going to mess with that right now either. I'll just maybe do that Monday when I come out here. Alright, so let's see. You can see the lot there. I'll probably have to get on the front row, but I'm going to circle around here just to see what might be available. Yeah, they've got the training bays over here in the securement area open. Maybe you can get a peek in there while I look for a spot. Let's see. Nope, those are all full. Gonna have to go to the front row. There's a shot into the securement training bay. You can see maybe, you know, they've got some trailers set up in there with different loads. There's a few trainees walking around in there. It's a nice facility. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna have to get up here on the front row. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna sign off and I'll get back to you later.